Congratulations, Will, on your 100 subscribers contest, and I'm hoping that out of this contest you'll get a bunch more subscribers. I just gotta say that I do enjoy your channel and all the punk stuff that you have to show. Punk is a genre which I do have some stuff, but my crates are not that deep when it comes to punk, so I'm always intrigued by what you have to show. I too am a Green Day fan, but probably not to the extent you are. In fact, I don't have any Green Day on vinyl. All my stuff is on CD. But anyways, let's get to your contest or the question that you asked. Singles. So I have quite the history with singles. I have always found singles appealing because when I was young, it was a cheap way of getting like one or two songs that you know that you liked, and you didn't have to buy the full album. So like a lot of people, I started out with 45s and cassette singles, and then it evolved to the CD. So I do have a lot of stuff I could show, but I'm just going to highlight a few pieces. Some of it is tracks that I like, and so we'll just get on with it. So let's start with CD singles. So this is probably one of the first CDs that I did pick up, probably back in the late 80s, early 90s, I think. So this is Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation. And while I could have bought the full-length album, I really liked the song Rhythm Nation, and at the time I didn't have a whole lot of money, so I just happened to pick up the single. And I really liked the 3 different remixes and extended mixes that came with it. So this is probably the first CD single that I ever purchased. Next up, in terms of CD singles, is Soundgarden. So this is the single "The Spoon Man." I happened to pick this up on a trip to Europe in the early 90s. And what I liked about this particular single was it had a bunch of tracks that never made it to the United States. In fact, I think they've been issued now as a part of Super Unknown's re-release that came out about a year ago. Yeah, Spoon Man was one of my favorite tracks off of Super Unknown. Now, CD singles, I have a ton of these because I used to DJ, and one of the reasons I found CD singles so appealing was, you know, I didn't have to buy the full album, especially for music, which I was not really that into. So, just to show you a couple examples. So, Britney Spears, Hit Me One More Time. Yeah, I'm not playing that guy every day. Here's another one I just happened to grab. Will Smith, Getting Jiggy With It. You DJ, you gotta have some of the stuff that's really popular, like country stuff. I have a bunch of singles by Shania Twain. And, yeah, I'm not playing it. It just doesn't appeal to me, but I do have it from my DJing days. So let's move on. 7 inches. I'm not a big 7-inch collector, but occasionally I do have a piece that appeals to me. So let me show you this one. This is Alexandra and the Starlight Band. So I don't know if you've ever caught the Vinyl Rewind channel, but I did not know of her until I saw his channel, and this was something that was being featured on one of his episodes, and there was a nice little story about this single. And so when I heard the story and she was on here talking about it, I'm like, I'm going to support this band, I'm going to pick this single up. So the appealing thing about the single is that it was pressed with glitter. So kind of an interesting concept. And they talked about the pressing of this. Now, to be quite honest, I have not put this on the turntable. The reason why is when I cleaned it up, I had glitter all over the place. So a little bit concerned about doing damage to my needle with this, but still a pretty cool concept. Another 7-inch, which I've really enjoyed, is Carl Sagan, A Glorious Dawn. Now, an artist by the name of John Boswell took a bunch of samples from his show The Cosmos and turned it into a really interesting song. It also features Stephen Hawking. So this is really cool. This was put out by Third Man Records, which is owned by Jack White. The original release, or the first issue release, which I don't have, and I think they only pressed like 100 copies of it, had glow-in-the-dark speckles to make the universe. So something I'd love to have, but the song is actually pretty cool. You can sample it online. Let's move up the ranks and let's go to 10-inch singles. So this here is a remix of a song by an artist called Midlake, which is a Texas folk outfit. And I really like the remixer. So the group that did the remix is Beyond the Wizard Sleeve. So if you're really into Blue Oyster Cult's Don't Fear the Reaper, give the remix of this a try. It makes it really psychedelic. They've added guitars, reverse echo. It really works well. In fact, I like the remix far better than the original song. The original song is really good, and the song is called Roscoe, but this is a one-sided 10-inch, and it just sounds fantastic. So one of my favorite songs probably the past decade is this one. Next up is a group that I've shown before called Thunderball, and this features the songs Solar and Untouchable, and this comes from their sophomore album. I do like the cover, of course. Nice label, like the cover as well. Thunderball is, I want to say, kind of ambient with chants, very relaxing, something to put on late at night. Highly recommend it. They're off the ESL label, which is the same one of Thievery Corporation, so if you like Thievery Corporation, you definitely want to give Thunderball a try. So let's move up to 12-inch singles, and I have a ton of 12-inch singles, but I only just happened to grab a couple. Otherwise I'd be here all day. And the two that I did grab, so this is one by Nite Jewel. And Nite Jewel is a Californian artist. She's synth pop. This one, she happens to have an acoustic guitarist with her, and I really like the song, and it was put out by Mexican Summer. Mexican Summer also featured Washed Out, and it's really kind of a diverse indie label. Nothing too spectacular about the packaging, and I don't think there's anything really spectacular about the label either. But a lot of the Mexican Summer stuff is limited, and this was 1,000 press limited, but really like Nite Jewel. She's kind of hard to come by at times, but I do like her tracks when I can grab it. Next up is 12-inch single by Roxy Music. And what I really like is not only the cover is spectacular, but the remix of the main thing, which is done by a DJ outfit called Rub and Tug, just totally changes the song, and in fact I like the remix far better than I did the original track. But they did a series of 3 of these, and the original cover to the original album, which is the name of it is escaping me for the life of me, but is a color photo, and it didn't have the matte image like this. It just had one of the javelin throwers, but I do like this composite image. I think it works really well. But anyways, those are just a few things that I thought I would show for your 100 subscribers contest. Congratulations, and hope you get a lot more out of this.